I've been a member of the House of Representatives. I ran the first time at 22 and got elected in 1995, re-elected in 99, and re-elected in 2003. I represent portions of Itawamba, Lee, and Tishomingo counties. Well, I'm running for Lieutenant Governor because I think education, the Mississippi Adequate Education Program, should be funded each and every year, not just in an election year. Over the past 4 years, the children of Mississippi have had their future shortchanged by over $300 million, most of which has had to be made up at the local level by local ad valorem taxes, property taxes being raised. I think that's wrong. We should honor our commitment to our boys and girls and fund education. We've also seen a state senate over the last 4 years that has basically not had the interest of working Mississippians at heart. We've seen them not stand up for our elderly by allowing 65,000 elderly and disabled Mississippians to get kicked off of Medicaid. We've seen them refuse to pass the Energy Act of 2006 and 2007 that would have reduced our dependency on foreign oil, would have reduced gas prices right here at home, and helped our farmers. We have seen them basically not do a lot of things that would have been in the interest of the people of this state, but instead they have chosen to be a rubber stamp and have written the governor a blank check. We need somebody that is going to make sure the state senate is independent once again and looks out for the interest of the people of this state and not the interest of a political party, a single politician, or the special interest. I come from a rural working class background. I was born and raised in a little community called Morville. I live right across the road from where I grew up. My parents both worked in a factory. My father worked at Daybright Lighting, with which they built light fixtures for over 47 years. He retired about a month ago. My mother worked there for 40 years until she became disabled with carpal tunnel syndrome about 2 years ago. She worked there for over 40 years. And, you know, I had to grow up with not a lot of things, so I had to help cut firewood, had to help haul hay, do different things to make extra money for the family. And then in junior high school, I started my own business, which was a lawn care service. I sold that business when I was at Itawamba Community College. I was mowing 50 yards, 2 cemeteries, and 6 apartment complexes, and believe you me, I learned how to work. And then I started a business called North Mississippi Horticulture Services, which is a landscaping business that helped me pay my way through the University of Mississippi. But working families just seem to have been left out. And one of the reasons why I think they have been left out is because of the Senate's failure to pass a reduction on the sales tax on groceries. In 2006, we passed 2 bills, one of which would have eliminated the sales tax on groceries completely, and then we passed another one that would have cut it in half and offset by a tobacco tax increase. And I find it quite just really awful that the poorest state in the union would have the highest sales tax on food. And I think we need to cut it in half, and we can do that by raising the tobacco tax to $1 a pack and offsetting that. I think the people want to see a reduction in sales tax on groceries, and they want the tobacco tax increased. And I'm not running against Governor Barber. When he's right, he needs a lieutenant governor that's going to push that issue through the state senate. But when he's wrong, he needs somebody to stand up and say, you're wrong, and here's what we need to do. And basically over the past 4 years, we have had a rubber stamp Senate that is basically done Haley Barber's bidding, and I don't think that's right. No matter who the governor is, whether it's a Democratic governor or a Republican governor, I've served with both in the 12 years I've been in the House.